is Ian Henzel, and I'm the managing publisher here at Rattling Good Yarns Press. And those of you who are familiar with these videos that I do, I always like to share our point of view of why we decided to publish a book. And the one I want to talk to you about today is a memoir, and it's called At Sea with Patrick Dennis, My Madcap Mexican Adventure with the Author of Auntie Mame. And this is by Robert Carr, or also goes by Rob Carr. So let me tell you something about this book. Robert Carr sadly passed away in 2017. And the manuscript sat in a box and languished. It was it was on the verge of being tossed into the trash, but a gentleman by the name of Bernie Ardea, who's a theatrical hair and wig designer, a friend of his had a copy of the manuscript. She was friends with Rob and had sent him a copy. And Bernie felt that this was a book that just had to be published. He acquired the rights to the book and he came to Rattling Good Yarns Press, and we read it and we said, yes, this has to be out there. So sadly, a lot of people don't remember who Patrick Dennis was. He, of course, wrote the book Auntie Mame, and we all love that character. We all love the movies and musicals of that. But he was also a very prolific writer, and he is still, to this date, the only author who has had 3 books on the New York Times bestseller list simultaneously. So he wrote a genre, we've gotten so genre crazy, but he wrote a class of work that I would call light fiction. And they were books that were meant to be amusing, entertaining, and we don't see a lot of that these days. Everything has been so pigeonholed. Well, Patrick Dennis at one point did disappear into Mexico. And if you read the biographies of him, it's rather vague about what happened in Mexico. Well, Robert Carr and his friend Walter were on a cruise from Seattle to Mexico. Patrick Dennis was traveling under an assumed name on the ship. Rob and Walter meet Patrick Dennis. The 3 become fast friends, and Rob and Walter's lives are upended. Patrick decides to jump ship in Acapulco, and Walter, who is Rob's friend, and I do that with quotes around friend, decides to jump ship with him. Months later, back in Seattle, Rob receives a note from Patrick Dennis, who is asking Rob for help. Patrick's living in a house of ill repute, and Walter has completely disappeared. Rob has to fly down to Mexico to rescue Patrick and Walter. And what ensues is a Mame-like hysterical adventure. It includes midget Mexican wrestlers, wealthy widows, art fraud, hunting for rats. It reads like a Mame adventure. So we knew this had to come out. So I highly recommend it. If you like Auntie Mame and you like that sort of wacky adventure, this is a real life adventure. And sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. I highly recommend picking up a copy of At Sea with Patrick Dennis, My Madcap Mexican Adventure with the Author of Auntie Mame by Robert Carr. Links will accompany this video. You can get it directly from us. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from Barnes & Noble. You can get it from your local independent bookshop. It's available also for all ebook platforms. So once again, At Sea with Patrick Dennis, My Madcap Mexican Adventure with the Author of Auntie Mame. Pick up a copy today. So thank you again. This is Ian Henzel. I'm the managing publisher here at Rattling Good Yarns Press, and I'll be seeing you soon with another great read. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.